Alright guys, this video involves replacing the tire pressure management system sensor, tpms sensor. I might even got that acronym wrong. It's definitely tpms. What it stands for I might have messed up, but whatever, you get my point. So this is a 2009 Scion TC. The nice folks at Firestone, I told them that this was the one that was wrong. They put the tires on, forgot to check this, and the reason I even caused this to fail was, and use this as a lesson for you, I used Fix-A-Flat in here. I think what happened was there was a leaky tire or it was a cracked rim and it was causing this rear tire to leak air. I had them replace the tires. I put the Fix-A-Flat in thinking, well, I got a couple more months on these tires. I should have just had them replace the tire, but whatever. You live and you learn. So I put the Fix-A-Flat in. It took care of the leak and didn't leak anymore. That was perfect. But then it caused the tire pressure tpms sensor to not work. So whenever you started the car, the tire light would be flashing and the system wouldn't be working. So I knew that meant a failed sensor. So I caused that to fail. So I told them to either check it, and you're supposed to be able to just rinse it off with water and it should work again, but I don't know, maybe I had it in there for a couple months, it was too long, and this the gook, the Fix-A-Flat that was in there, gunked up the sensors internals, and just wouldn't work anymore. So sent it to Firestone. They put all new tires on, and they say they fixed another sensor, that this one was fine, and they fixed like the rear passenger. And I'm like, okay, like, well, maybe when you put the new tires on, you put the wheels in different places, so maybe that makes sense. Well, sure enough, they sent me home. The light is not on, but it comes on shortly thereafter, and I'm just fed up with them at this point. I don't want to deal with them anymore. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to fix this myself. So I bought a new sensor, came in the mail, and I want to swap it in there. In order to do that, you got to break the bead on this tire. So you see here I have the jack, and that's what I use. So I jack the car up, I put it on a jack stand like you see, and this is just the scissor jack that comes with the car. You get the tire like this, put it under, and what you're actually going to do is basically jack the tire off of the, that sounded bad, but you're going to jack the tire down to break the bead. So you see the pinch weld right there. You situate this on there. Let me see if I can get that right. It's on there, and it's too high right now. I'll quick crank it down. Let me just pause this. Okay, so I got the jack under there. It's on the pinch weld, if you could see that, and then I have it there, like not quite touch the rim but close to it, and you just jack it down, and that helps break the bead. And I had to go a long way at first, and I was almost worried I was gonna, maybe these feet digging into the tire were gonna cause like a hole in the tire or something like that, but nothing like that happened. You just crank down, and the bead's already broken, so this will go down easily, and it's gonna be hard for me to do with one hand here, so I'm probably not even gonna try. But basically you just crank it. You can see how it fell off and would start jacking on my rim here, so I don't want to do that. But you jack that down, and that's how you break the bead. So I had it out, and it kept wanting to slide back up. I actually, also to help it break the bead, I sprayed just some soapy water. Soapy water in there helps it slide down a little more. Then I use these. I was trying to use this at first, but I couldn't really get enough leverage. This is like a tire iron or whatever that was that's in the set in the car. So I wound up using these crowbars. There's a blue one over there, got a yellow one that's longer somewhere around here. Here it is over here, and I just use them to jack this and push it down, and that way I had it on the other side of the pressure sensor. The pressure, this is the old one that's just holding it down now, and I'm going to use these two jacks to create some space for me. I'm going to take the you unscrew that top off, then that'll just fall down and come out. And I just have to make sure I don't lose it in the tire. But this tire is wanting to reseat itself constantly. You can see how the whole rest of the tire's like reseated, if you could see back there. So I'm not too worried about it rebeading. I think it's going to rebead fine. So I'm going to swap that sensor. The new sensor's over here. So here's actually an old one. I had a guy who was fixing a crack in the wheel. He replaced one in the front. He used like an Autel that I gave him. This is the old one from the front, so I labeled it front right, because these all have like these serial numbers that you have to like sync to the computer. Here's my new one that I'm going to put in the front left. This is actually OEM, and I did buy this. It was on sale for like 160 bucks. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or just use it, fix this, and then return it or what. Maybe I'll just keep it because I got a good deal on it. Not that 160 bucks is cheap, but it could come in handy. And I'll use this Autel TS501. I'll try to use that to resync it and hopefully finally get rid of this problem I'm having. So hopefully this video helps. I'll put in the notes whether I can get this bead to go back up, but I think it's gonna reseat fine, and I have some tricks that might help it reseat if I do have trouble. Some of them involve I bought some ratchet straps, and apparently if you're having trouble getting the bead to reseat, you could hit the middle of the tire all the way around the tire with some ratchet straps, like going, you know, all the way around, following the circumference of the tire in the middle. And when you tie it down, apparently it causes the edges of the tire to reseat on the bead. So that's what I'll do if I have trouble. So if you got any questions, let me know. Like and subscribe. See you guys.